But I bought this hat, you guys. I bought this hat from Real Talk Kim. All right. She is this woman. She's an influencer. First, I want to lead with, listen, the woman is doing her thing and she's making big money doing it. All right. And I don't think that she cares what anybody has to say, as most people who profit or over people feel. They really don't care what the people have to say. Uh, and when I first found her on Facebook or YouTube, I can't remember which one it was. I didn't, something was like, I'm not sure about this lady, but then I wanted to check myself. I said, am I feeling envious? Am I jealous because she's doing something that I want to do and she's doing it really well? So I was like, let me check myself there. So I continued to watch her. I jump on her lives, and one day she was wearing this faith over followers hat, and I really appreciate that for many reasons that I've spoken on before on my pages. And so I bought the hat. After shipping and everything, it came close to $35, okay, for this hat. And then it gets here, and this hat is 100% polyester. It probably cost her less than $2 to make this hat. And I think I'm being generous by saying $2. She made it. It's made in Myanmar, and I looked that up. It's like Asia, okay? So it's not being made in the United States. It's being made for pennies and sold for dollars, okay? Lots of dollars. So I jumped on one of her lives. When I was listening, she was wearing this really cool sweatshirt, and it said hood but holy or something like that, and I just really appreciated that. And I get on there and I asked her, I said, is this hoodie polyester or cotton? Because polyester is poison. Because it is. Our skin is one of our biggest organs. It is the biggest organ. It is one of the biggest detox organs, and things absorb through and come out of our skin very easily. And most people are wearing polyester and all of these materials made out of plastic. And then when you sweat and your pores open, and that material is going in through your skin into your lymphatic system, into your blood, into your organs, and it is causing problems. All right. And while most people, maybe they might not care, I know me and mine, we like to keep our temple clean. All right. We like to reduce as much poison and as many toxins as possible and keep our temples as pure as we can. And yeah, it's not easy in the world that we live in. And so when I asked her that question, she started making fun of me live on her channels, asking me if I live under a rock. All right. Am I allergic to grass too? And then some woman on there said that her son is severely autistic and is literally allergic to the grass. And you want to know why, Kim? Why he's allergic to the grass? Because we are bombarded by toxins everywhere we look, in our food, in our water, in our air, in our clothes. All right. People are sick and they are dying. And then you got people like you. You should have made the hat say profit over people, because that's what you're doing. And then you're making fun of somebody for caring about their body, the only vessel that we have to navigate this world in. The only thing, I ask this question a lot. What is more important than food, the food that we eat, the water that we drink, and the air that we breathe? And people will come on and say, oh, love is more important. Okay, well, I'd like to see you try to love somebody without any air. All right, go a couple of days without water and see how much love you have to give. Oh, God, praising our God. Okay, again, go a couple of days without water and see how well you're able to praise your God, because you can't, because you will die. What is more important than the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, and the water that we drink? To people like Real Talk Kim, money. To most people, money. And I'm really getting so frustrated with watching people make so much money in the name of God, getting on stage and regurgitating the same old stuff. All right, just in a new way. You got people. The thing is people are so desperate to be led. People don't know who they are. They don't know what they are. They don't know how their bodies function and what they need to function. They're so dehydrated and inflamed that their brains can't function. So it's really easy to get a room full of people who want to be told what to think, what to say, and how to behave. All right. And then you got people like profit over people getting up there, saying what the people want to hear, and everybody just in the crowd, hey, man, can I get it? Oh, yes. Bah! That's what it is. And it frustrates me. And I go back and forth because on one hand, I'm like, man, I get it. I get it. If people are that ignorant that you can just say whatever you got to say and they'll just fall in line and throw their money at you, then why not get your bag, right? That's what they say, get your bag, right? Uh but at what cost? At what cost? Yeah, here in this material world you might be up there. You might have money, fame, status, power, but at the cost of your soul, because none of those things are coming with you. And when I don't think anybody knows for sure what happens when we die, but what I like to believe is our hearts are going to be measured. And if you were deceiving people, taking advantage of people, poisoning people for a profit, I don't think your heart's going to be very light. Um and you won't be able to bring all of those material things that you bought by putting profit over people with you when you die. And m- maybe maybe I'm just a small chick down here on a small scale with my little handful of people that likes to listen to me, but I'd rather be that and be true to who I am and know who I am and not sell my soul than to do that, than to sell my soul to acquire fame and riches and power at the cost of my soul. Won't do it. But we see it all of the time. But it's even more frustrating to see people that you know and love fall in line and just blindly follow these people.